Hey guys, Carell Cooper here with OnTheBlack.com with a quick Q&A. Today's question comes from John, and the question is, what is the reason we're probably going to leave Ike Davis in the minors? Why can't we bring him up to New York and split the time between him and Murphy? So my thoughts on Ike Davis, even though he is tearing up spring training right now, I think that he's going to start the season in the minors, and I think that is going to be for two reasons. One, he's still a very young player, and he needs to play every day. And if he breaks camp with the major league team with the Mets, I don't think he's going to play every day at first base. So it's better to kind of have him in the minors, let him play every day, let him continue to improve. Also, a platoon with Daniel Murphy is not the ideal situation because both guys are left-handed batters. And normally in a platoon situation, you'll see a lefty-righty type of situation for platoon. So if there's going to be a platoon at first base for the Mets starting the season, I think it's more likely going to be between Daniel Murphy and Fernando Tatis and not Ike Davis. He'll probably start the year in the minors. Now, I also feel that at some point this year, Ike Davis probably will see action at the major league level, and I think it could be for one of three reasons why he will eventually get called up at some point this year. The first reason could be, if Murphy is just struggling at the beginning of the year and doesn't look good, and Ike Davis continues to tear things up in the minor leagues after they break camp, I think you might see Ike Davis come up at some point. I also think that another reason why we might see Ike Davis if there are injuries at some point during the year and, they need someone with a little bit more pop or someone to play first base. If Murphy gets injured, you might see Davis. And then the third reason why I think you might see Ike Davis this year, if the Mets get off to a bad start this year, and let's say early in the season, I'm hoping that this is not the case, but let's say earlier in the season the Mets are just completely out of it. They could go with somewhat of a youth movement for part of the year, and then you might see Davis then. So while I don't think he'll break camp with the big team, I think at some point this year you probably will see Ike Davis. If you watched any of the Mets Blogger Roundtable videos that I did with Dave Doyle of Mets Report and Joe Janis of Mets Today, we touched on this a little bit with the video on the Mets prospects, and I'll leave the link so you can see that. So starting the season, I see Ike Davis in the minor leagues, but at some point this year we probably will see him. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you soon.